Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in Quester, Osaka. We're going to be continuing where we left off here. We were having a good time exploring this land and getting bosses, but hopefully there's a little more for us in the middle. You know, I feel like we're not quite done with this area. So we're gonna follow the land and clear it this way. Yeah, I'm expecting that this hour we're gonna break into the next area. So it looks like the way this game's working is there's like 2 land types and there is a sea type. And that's the 3 monster types for each area, so that's the difference in the first game, is that one of them is locked to being in the water. I think the theory is that those ones are meant to be more difficult than the other ones, but I mean, mixed results on that one. There might be a secondary water thing to sort out in the middle of this area, from the shape of what I'm seeing. For a red bat, you sure are brave to be all by yourself. Goes to show they were just trying to scare us this whole time. Good for you, buddy. We didn't fall for your tricks, but you brought backup. See, this red bat knew what to do. Kind of. Except they forgot to do the part that matters, which is attacking us. There we go. See, we sorted out this whole strip right here, and it leads back to that. So, while there is places we didn't explore that way, I don't think we're gonna have the energy to get all the way around, but we'll try. You know, doesn't hurt to try. Hi, burgers. Oh, see, there we go. We're gonna be out of energy in no time, by the way. We're not gonna get to properly explore this. That's okay. There might be a way to get there from this side, but if not, we can just move to that base and finish it off when we get to the corner. It probably does connect with some water source over here, and we can. It's probably a shortcut to over here. So that's my thinking. So yeah, we'll go check it out. Hi, Burger Boy. Now, one of these times I'll remember we can change our lineup potentially. Oh, look at you. It was the thing I was talking about. So you've got another AP to play with, so... Unfortunately... Oh, it wasn't you, actually. It was you. Huh. Right. I guess I'll start throwing an acoustic ball out there. It'll make enemies a little harder for it to hit for people. Oh, actually, do we even have a gadget to use? We don't even have a gadget. It doesn't do anything. Oh, right. We don't start with the gadget. That does nothing. Oh well. It doesn't help us right now, but in the future it might. I'll still celebrate getting it, because there will come a time where we get a better piece of equipment to put on. I'm just gonna... Oh. Alright. This is one of the big bosses. I remember there were 2 on the previous map, and there's probably 2 on this one. Perhaps it was a huge rock columns in the vast underground lake that altered your perspective. What's inside the lake is a huge creature. It's difficult to determine if it's a fish or a mollusk. They already know you're here. Prepare for battle. Let's check the database. Oh. Let's see, that's... Oh, a tentacled monstrosity! I wonder if that's its official name, because it's funny, because the name is about as accurate a description as I can make of it. Be careful of the action that shakes its giant body. Make sure to carefully manage your hate. I don't hate this thing. I don't even know this thing. Okay. No. So we did say we were going to consider... getting one of those defensing things on. I think that's not a bad idea to put on now. Here. And play a little bit more defensively with this character for a while. Don't tell me we're not starting at full HP. Well, if we have to run, it'll fill up. It does give us an attack that doesn't use mana though, which is our ammo though. So there is that. That's not a good amount of attacks that do that. That seems kind of scary. Actually. How about I just do that? How about you try to get me and you just can't. Well, I think this is going to go pretty awfully, but you know. Well, no one died, which is important. We did a lot of damage to it, too. If we have another round like that, we'll just win. Wouldn't be that bad. I might switch from doing one of these poisons to a second first aid, though. That might actually help a bit. I mean, there is a universe where this goes well for us. There we go. We got it. We unlocked the next area, too. Amazing. The tips for eating it? I'm not seeing any. Huh? Are you going to try it anyway? Oh, well. Hope it's okay. At any rate, let's dismember it. It's such a big monster, it must have swallowed something good. A broken light vehicle was found inside tentacled monstrosity's body. Processing with this carbon material could improve the performance of the vehicle's purification device. Yep. There we go. I don't know if that leads to the next area, but that was a big boss. Oh, there's a hidden USB port behind it. Oh, this doesn't lead to the next area. Let's see what it says. I accessed a server somewhere. This looks like the description of the region's climate before the global warming effects that came in the wake of the disaster. That's a weird spacing. Everyone enjoyed the unique weather patterns and range of temperatures in each season. It's kind of romantic to imagine. Cherry blossoms blooming in the spring, swimming in the ocean in the summer, admiring the autumn leaves in the fall, and building snowmen in the winter. There are various ways to enjoy each season. Nowadays, it's almost always summer, and there are only a very few extremely cold winters. I really wish things would change. I don't know why, but it feels like the device is working better. So there we go. We didn't get to a new area, but we did defeat a big boss. I don't know if we have to defeat all of them, or I don't think that was what it told us we had to do. We unlocked a drone with 2 drugs, 2 batteries, and this, but it does not have an attack on it. I don't consider this a real attack. So it's like a defensive drone. Well, I'm a little surprised that went so well, but... Oh, you know what? We should switch our equipment back a little bit. We'll do that next time. that one. It was a drone. Is it the White Eagle? It might have been the Madonna. Even though this would probably actually do more damage, now that I consider what it has going on. Ah, but the reason why I did it was the drugs, probably. But in consideration, this is focused on our intelligence, it might be a better choice. Our intelligence stat is significantly higher. We are gonna get sent back before we can properly explore this part. That's for free. Oh, look at you, another new area. We could just as easily move our base there. It's probably about easier to get around to where we need to explore anyway. I think that's what we'll do. I mean, this almost assuredly just connects right into this area. Oh yeah, that's hitting a lot harder than the other one was. That's just an improvement. I guess I should have noticed that before, but I mean, there's no regretting that at this point. Yep, we weren't able to break into that. At least it's nice to have a little room to grow again. We got another weapon. That is a funny description. But I'm sure it's one we've seen before. You know what, we could just as easily move next turn as this turn, because we could still explore right here and be just fine. It's actually technically closer to where we want to explore, so we don't have to be in that big of a rush to move. Let's modify stuff. Now, we're not going to use all of our resources on this, but we are going to use some. Now, that White Eagle will be an improvement for us. Yeah, every +3 we get will be another perfect record in our book, so I remember that from the first game. So anything after +3 we can basically dismantle. we're gonna start locking level 3 stuff. How did we get so many oil cans? That's crazy. Yeah, if we don't clear it out a little bit, we'll just fill up our inventory with stuff we don't need, which will become a problem later. I do remember that in the previous game, the New Game Plus didn't let you carry more than one of each accessory, so anything more than that wouldn't help us anyway. But we don't have to worry about that till the end of the adventure, so. But there's also no reason to let it linger on our situation. Oh, we got a new drone that we're not going to be using because it's actually not better than what we are using already. That was another weapon from the first game. Okay, yeah, that connected back into itself. Look at this tiny little island in the middle. M24 sniper rifle. We probably saw this in the first game too. And it's not even funny, but you know. It's probably decent for what it is. Well, we're starting to outspeed them, which is nice. And honestly, just doing the water portion of this is nice. It means I don't have to backtrack this way. And that will mean that moving across the water will be desirable and not just a good idea. Yep, another new item. Tomboys clogs. Somehow you can run very fast in these, even though they are clogs. It is said you can hear the sound of a variety meat grilling when wearing them. Really now? That explains nothing about the actual name. Which I think is hilarious. We're gonna absolutely get sent back before getting much more done, but what we did get done was very useful. Now we're gonna go to Kyobashi. So we're going to come here and map out this little corner that we missed. We didn't break through properly. And that's right, we didn't break through down here either, so that's another thing for the future as well. Yeah, I think that nook up there is just gonna be a separate run. It's the only way that makes sense. Oh, well... guess technically we can potentially open this up by like one more square. Well, that's way too many mushrooms to chew through to get progress down there too, so... That's definitely gonna extend it by another adventure this way. Good, at least we got that corner squared away. Eesh. I suspect there's another big boss to get into the next area. Yeah, I think to the right will take us to the same place that down here does, to be honest. So I'm gonna go to the right as well and see where this ends up. And if it doesn't go to the same place, we will obviously loop around and connect it. Oh, actually, I'm glad it does not. So we got two choices. It might be through this door, and it might lead to the same place. But this area right here was gonna cut down to the third area, which is gonna be south of here. I can already smell it. Let's see if we can't break through this time. That's a door. I treat doors as optional unless proven otherwise. There is probably another town this way. Whether we'll reach it before running out of turn, that is a different question. It just feels like the kind of place I would put it another place. But if we end up running down here again, it ain't the worst thing. This is probably as a town, and this corner is probably the way deeper. I'm gonna guess that behind this door right here, there's actually like a boss or something. That's not the boss in the next area, it's probably just either an item or a boss, and I might open that door. Well, we'll see. As you can see, most of these doors are completely optional. There's actually more optional doors this time than there was in the first game. So far. What trolls? This ain't nothing this corner game. It tricked me. Fine, I'll go to bat corner over here. Take it out on the bats. You guys want a battle? I don't think you do. Look at that, I was absolutely right. Tanamachi for Chome. So we got another quester. We got Bob. We remember Bob. He was a pretty good ossifer. Sharpstone. That sounds like that's amazing. It's probably the weakest of the projectiles. Yeah, it doesn't even have a funny description, but we've seen it before. It was in the previous game. Oh, we broke one more mushroom. The reason why he is generally pretty good is because he actually starts with AP up. Oh, HP up, I mean. So he starts with at least two. One ability that's really good and another one that's not bad because it's Oh, this is new to him, actually. That wasn't in the first game. Okay, he used to have AP up and HP up, I think. Well, okay. But HP up's still pretty good. Let's see, is it better? Yeah, we're gonna move our base down here. That's just gotta be closer. Yeah, so we'll come see if that door is actually superfluous or not. Fish knife, that's new. That actually wasn't in the first game. Knife with a long blade for filleting tuna. It's almost like a sword, very sharp. I mean, yeah. It's I thought they were gonna go funnier with it. Yeah, it looks like the door is the way in. So that door is mandatory. We did have a base. We found Morinomiya. Got some materials. Is that another? No, maybe that one's not mandatory. We'll see. Maybe it is. This might just be resources. Yep, looks like it. Another mandatory door. Oh, baby. Looking up at the high ceiling, you see something huge hanging there. It looks like a bat, only way too large. It notices you, beats its large wings, and attacks. I'll check the database, let's see, that's an Osaka Dracula. Looks like a giant mutant vampire bat. How could it have grown so big? Be careful of the destructive high-frequency noises it emits. Like to have a wall or a barrier to protect us from it. Same. Okay, so we are going to do the same thing we did last time. We're gonna put that good shield on. We have a decent amount of purification powder, but let's see if it carries us through. It doesn't look super destructive. If I do this, we'll make more drugs and it'll heal us more. So that's actually probably better than the camouflage if it's not doing anything crazy. That'll one-shot us. Take the attack out, and I'm gonna put in first aid in here. Extensive throwing is not especially useful. We're gonna saw blade this mofo. Hope for the best. Doesn't look very sturdy either. I think this bat's gonna have a bad time. So far, so okay. There we go. Probably one of the least imposing bosses we faced. Poor bats. They ain't got nothing on us. You did it. Let's dismember it. This is a big bat. It must have swallowed something good. Bats are surprisingly tasty. They seem to feed on the blood of many creatures. Maybe it'll have a rich taste. A long, strong cord that was somehow not torn was found in the body of Osaka Dracula. Incorporating this cord could improve the performance of the vehicle's purification device. There we go. Bam, slam, into a new area. We found Tamatsukuri. So we're obviously gonna move here, and we found a new quester. Who do we got? We got Homura. Immediately leading to the water. Those level up requirements are so cheap. Getting a passive skill is always good. See what they start with, so we'll get in there and check that out. So they start with recycling, which is actually pretty nice because you wouldn't have to have an item for it. Arsonist is not bad because if you light anything on fire, you get a bonus. I don't know if she was actually in the first game. I don't recognize the outfit at least. She's got 3 passives, which isn't too shabby. Off the rip. Now the only thing that isn't a bit of an issue is that almost everything that she does is the same thing that this professor does, except she's also got AP up. The only thing that is missing is the recycling. So I don't know if that's actually a straight up improvement. Is there a difference in the stat lineup? Intelligence is her primary, whereas for you, still intelligence. But you got better other stats. I see. Little bit more on the tanky side. 7 versus. Yeah, already has more defense at about half the level, so that could be something to consider. I'm not going to change right now. We'll decide if we're having a problem later. If it's not a problem, it's not a problem. This is certainly working. We got new music. It didn't kick in last time for some reason. That's this area's music. We'll head to the water in a bit. We're gonna go this way. What are you? We're gonna go look at their bestiary entry to get a better idea of what that has going on. It's the hentai antlion. What a name. What a name indeed. What a magnificent species that is. Oh, it's you guys again. I remember these guys. It's the walkers. I'm glad they made it back into this game. They were pretty funny. You're gonna go out to water? That sucks. Oh boy. These mushrooms again. I don't know what kind of chance we have to go catch up to that, but we're more like duty bound to at least go try. Got another vacuum cleaner slash flamethrower. Hey, it's the big one. Exhibitionist. It's the bigger version. It's just called the same, an exhibitionist instead. That's funny. You know, I see what part of the problem is we didn't actually change our equipment back. So that has lowered our damage slightly. Let's take care of that. The issue is I don't know where it went. So I think going this way may not have helped us to find it. Unfortunately. Well, it wasn't easy, but we got through it. Alright, let's take a look at those mobs that we found. So we got the Tenoji Bioluminosity monster. So these are a little different than the ones we had from the previous game. We have the Outburst Shroom. I don't remember if the name is the same from the first game, but they seem to function similarly. Our favorite, Surahashi Walker. Is that new to this area? No, actually, it was in the previous area. It was the same thing. This is the bigger one. Fluorescent Mega Shroom, of course. That we had that in the first game. Well, awesome. I think we did make good progress, even though we didn't get that little gem last time. We didn't have anything explored. It makes it really hard to chase something down in the water. But, yeah. I will catch you all in a little bit. I'm gonna take a couple minute break, and then we will do another round of adventure here. See y'all in a few minutes. Bye-bye.